Hi Libra, welcome back to my channel. This will be a 3-card spread, having a look to see what someone could be regretting about you, about your relationship, your marriage, your almost relationship. So it is a love reading focused on regret, okay, and more on from the other person rather than you. And it could be regret about you directly, about what you had, about how things ended or the way in which they went about things. So hopefully this reading will give us a little bit of insight into those things. Now Libra, if you do enjoy this reading, please feel free to leave behind a like, a share or a subscribe. That would be very much appreciated. Otherwise, let's have a look and see Libra. What do they regret? Okay, this reading can be for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Okay, Libra. Oh, powerful. The Lovers has come up next to this person and the Chariot, two major arcanas. Let's kick off the reading with the Chariot card though. Now the Chariot card can represent the sign of Cancer, so I'm not sure if there's a Cancer here or a Gemini with the Lovers card who is deeply regretting losing you or having lost touch or regretting how things ended between the both of you. Now, the Chariot card is a card of overcoming obstacles and it is a card of movement and progression. And you can see in this particular deck, it's the dove that guides the headlights. It almost guides the car here. And the car can only see so far ahead, but it progresses without having, the headlights can only see so far. So what I want to say is that this person might regret not having a long-term vision with you or not talking about the long term with you. And the reason I say that is because the Chariot card, as much as it's movement and it's movement forward, but it could be the fact that, you know, the headlights, it's raining, it's dark. I feel like there might be regret here for impulsive decisions. I mean, this person had to do what they had to do at the time, Libra, so I don't know if that makes any sense, but I feel like they only could see so far and their headlights didn't go beyond, you know, what is it, 100 feet or so. So because of that, it could have been that they had a bit of closed-minded vision, okay, because of the darkness, the despair. The bird is a message of hope here. So I feel like they might have regretted being hopeful about a situation. So I don't know if you shut them down. I don't know if you led them on. I don't know how things happened here, but the bird symbolizes hope. It's also a messenger. The bird is a messenger. So something about a message here. So they could regret a message to move forward. Now, I don't know if the message was, I'm going to move on, I'm going to move forward, I don't see you in the long term, I don't think we're compatible, I don't see that there's a long-term future between the both of us. I don't know if it's a message regarding movement or relocation or moving in together, but they might be regretting that sort of message to you, okay? They're still attached. The Chariot card is Cancer energy, so there's still a message here. The bird can signify a message, yes, so they might reach out, especially because the Lovers rules Gemini, and Gemini is all about communication and connection. So there is a possibility that this person is regretting not having communicated with you, and it may get to a point here, Libra, where the regret is strong enough for them to want to reinitiate contact with you. So you might expect that sometime soon. The Lovers card is a beautiful card. You can see all these couples that are dancing and are just enjoying the moment. This is emotional bliss. This is soulmate twin flame energy. So I don't know if this person is regretting not having been exclusive with you. I don't know if some of you never made it to that Lovers stage, and different milestones can come up, whether this is being exclusive, whether this is getting married, moving in together or anything like that. This person might be regretting that sort of energy here, Libra, or they're regretting communication. It's either there was too much communication, it was too forceful, or there wasn't enough communication to hold a relationship, and they're regretting maybe not asking enough questions, maybe not showing enough care, maybe not expressing enough, communicating enough or communicating effectively. So there might be some sort of regret around communication, either the way they handle things or failure to communicate or communicating too much, clingy behavior, pushing you too much, trying to self-soothe their anxiety after the breakup. It could be that, but it could be on the flip side of the coin here as well. But it could be that they held back from falling in love with you, from really being blissful and being very present in the moment. Maybe this is something they had a hard time doing. Now, I want to mention that there's other couples pictured in this deck, so I don't know if this person was still attached or hung up on someone else. I don't know if they let another couple, I don't know if it's like another couple jeopardized or, you know, got involved in this relationship somehow, Libra. It could have been one of your parents. It might have been a friend. It could have been someone that was quite jealous. There might have been another couple or another two couples that affected this relationship, and this person is regretting their involvement, or maybe they turned to them for advice and they didn't get the solid advice they were hoping for. They might be regret for letting other couples intervene in your connection and or relationship. That might not make sense for all of you, but it could for some. But what I also want to mention here is this unrealistic, you see how the men look real, but the women, you know, with their dresses, it's almost like it doesn't look tangible. It doesn't look real. It's a very beautiful and picturesque setting, absolutely, but there's something that's unrealistic about it. I don't know if this person had unrealistic fantasies or unrealistic expectations of you, if they idolized or based your relationship on something that wasn't attainable or was hard to attain. This could have caused some complications, okay? And maybe that's the regret they're living with. Or they regret not having enough fun, as I said, being present, enjoying the moment, enjoying your company, looking at you, listening to you, hearing your words, responding to you verbally, non-verbally. There could be regret for that. And the Page of Swords is also here, so this is more air energy. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Page of Swords is I mean, he's a really self-sabotaging energy. You can see he's on the hill of this snow mountain, and he's got his... You know, he's got one foot on a secure base and the other foot hangs in the air. This is dangerous behavior, deep insecurities or major self-sabotaging behavior. I don't know if this person threatened you, like, or gave you ultimatums or said, if you're not going to change, I'm not going to do this, or if you can't meet these needs of mine, I'm going to do that. It's a very erratic and very dangerous display. Again, I don't know how severe this was, if this was minor or major, but the Page of Swords shows a deep insecurity, or it's the act of gaining someone's attention in an unhealthy way, which I mentioned, the threats or the ultimatums or doing dangerous acts or self-sabotaging acts out of desperation to get you to do something for them or to get your attention or to agree to their opinion or to agree to the way they want to do things. It could be like a bit of a tantrum even. It could be certain displays that stem from insecurity. And if that's not the case, then they had self-sabotaging thoughts. If it was never indeed actions and it's more about mentality and communication, it's either they had these thoughts or they communicated these things to you, and they could be living to regret that. I think for a lot of you, this person isn't in the best place right now. They're still trying to recollect their thoughts and regroup, and I think there's a bit of progress that needs to happen here for them. I feel like they're taking things one day at a time. Again, I don't know if this was a recent breakup or something that happened a very, very long time ago, but I feel for this person, they're still going through some things. They need to take things slow. They're still attached, and like I said, the car can only see so far ahead. The headlights only allow us to see so far ahead. And I feel like this person, either this is what they're regretting or this is something that they're going through since the two of you have been disconnected. But some of you are still in touch with this person. The lovers show that there's still communication, whether it be verbal, non-verbal, through social media. You might see each other occasionally. You might have mutual friends still, so you hear about this person through mutual friends. You might work together. There might be still some sort of contact, whether this is direct or indirect. But that Page of Swords shows to me they're really regretting. They weren't secure in the relationship, I don't think. I think they were taking a lot of risks, to be honest. It's risky behavior, and I think they're coming to regret that now, but this will definitely take time for them. But risk-taking behavior, impulsive behavior, self-sabotaging behavior. So it could very much be that they regret sabotaging things. whether this was conscious or whether this is subconscious. More often than not, it stems from a subconscious realm, because it's trauma or psychological factors that make us do certain things because of anxiety or psychological impairment in some way. So, I mean, that could be applicable for some of you Librans watching, but I do hope that's been insightful. So thank you again for tuning in, and hopefully we shall be connecting soon. Thanks again, Libra, and bye for now.